right on schedule as Tesla has done in the most recent years. They just announced their summer 2026 update for their fleet of vehicles. This one is a little underwhelming right out the gate. I want to let you know I'm not a huge fan as far as new features. There's some nice little tweaks in addition, but I figured it was good to at least give you the breakdown before it starts rolling out. Obviously, we don't have it in our vehicles yet. This was just announced, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me go ahead and screen record this so I can throw it up on the screen for you and show you guys exactly what we have. So, first things first, as you can see here, they announced on X the summer release is rolling out shortly, and the first new callout is more Grok commands, and some are good. Some are actually more integrated for the vehicle like you traditionally use regular voice for, such as phone calls, climate controls, adjusting and playing music, opening the glove box, and answering questions about your Tesla. These are definitely good, nice little quality of life improvement I would say, but nothing groundbreaking, nothing crazy here as they continue to build out Grok into the vehicles. The next one a lot of people will like if you have FSD supervised, and that is now the app is in mobile. So you can see all your stats right here and actually see your streak, how many miles you've driven, and all of that. And then karaoke with scoring. Now it scores your singing while in park. High scores are saved to your Tesla profile. Again, could take that or leave it. I don't know a lot of people personally that even have these mics to do these sing-alongs, but if it's something you like to do, you can actually do karaoke and get scored with your progress there. Then automatic navigation is probably one of the better ones I do see here in this update. And reading this directly, it says automatic navigation now adapts to your routine. In addition to home, work, and upcoming calendar events, your vehicle can now suggest and route to places you regularly visit, like a school drop-off on the way to work or the gym on your way home. That'll be very beneficial. And then also for another route update, it has preferred routes for more personalized experience. Navigation now prioritizes routes that you've taken before. So that'll be very nice as well. If it always has 3 different destination routes that you can take to get to somewhere, now it'll choose the one by default that you traditionally go with. And then you can have set arrival energy from mobile app. This is definitely going to be good. You can now select what your destination energy wants to be or what you want it to be when you get there right from the mobile app as well. Again, nothing new necessarily. We could always do it in the car, but another nice quality of life improvement here as well. Then you have send custom wraps for mobile app. If you like tweaking your vehicle on the UI, now you can do so from the app itself. You can skip the USB drive and upload a custom wrap from your car from the mobile app. Here's the instructions for creating a custom wrap here. You just have to follow that link, create your wrap, send it to the vehicle, done. Pretty nice, pretty helpful. I don't use it too much. I kind of just stick with whatever's there, but I know a lot of people do like to customize what their vehicle looks like, and being able to do it right from your phone does make it so much easier. And then rear display lock, to be quite honest with you, I thought this is something we've always had already, but it says kids can watch content on the rear screen, but only the front row can control it through the rear screen app. Again, I'm pretty sure we could always lock the rear screen. I'm not sure what's really new here. If you know, comment down below and let me know what I'm missing because I'm pretty sure I have this in our 2026 Model Y. Then you have other improvements. Find superchargers by name when searching for a destination. Add Apple Music songs to queue from search and artist page. Set your preferred zoom level for the self-driving visualization. That's kind of nice. I do like zooming out and seeing all the visuals around. Browser now supports camera and microphone. And then new intro animations for new Model 3 and Y. We'll have to see what that looks like instead of just the zoom in on the car when you open the handle. I'm assuming that's what it's talking about, but we'll have to see as soon as this actually gets released. Let me go ahead and stop this recording. And obviously there's going to be more unlisted changes. Hopefully some of those might be even more beneficial than what was listed here by Tesla today. But as you can see, it is just not a major release update. Doesn't look like a lot of thought went into this personally. Like I said, I have to say though, the free updates, them consistently pushing out changes and those quality of life improvements are always great to see, but we just want some more that actually help with what we're doing day to day. And I think a lot of these do, but just leaves a lot to be desired. Just my opinion. If you're looking at picking up a Tesla though, use that affiliate link up down below. If you want some accessories, use those links as well. It helps out the channel immensely. I greatly appreciate it. Comment down below, what are you most looking forward to in this release? What are you excited about? And what would you like to see that's not announced, aside from CarPlay, so to speak, that we've been hearing about for a while? Cough, cough. Hopefully that'll be coming at some point in the near future as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.